of how people become avoidant. It's not really well known because there just hasn't been that much research done. But they believe it's a combination of genetics and environment. What I think it is, I'm not a doctor and I haven't studied this. Um, I just feel this. I think that people are genetically predisposed to it, but then they need a trigger. And they actually need both because there are lots of people that have really bad backgrounds and they don't become avoidant. And I'm guarantee that there are people out there who could be avoidant but had a very good childhood and just never got a trigger bad enough to make them avoidant. And I know there are going to be people that are going to say, well, I had a great childhood and nothing ever happened to me. Remember, it's not just your parents and your family, it's also your friends, classmates, almost anybody. If it's pervasive, emotional child abuse can be the cause of the trigger. If you're predisposed to it, then that's what happens. But what I wanted to talk about, and I'm not, see again, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not even completely sure of this theory. But the effect, the ongoing effect, I think, of the emotional child abuse is that the people who were treating you that way felt like you owed them something. Or, at least in my case, across the board, that was what I felt of these people, that why they were doing what they were doing was because they thought I owed them something, and they were sort of taking it out on me. You know, I couldn't pay them back or whatever. I couldn't, reciprocate in the way that they wanted. So they'd come after me, usually emotionally. I have some physical issues in my past also, but nothing compared to some people who are extreme. And, I've looked up things like post-traumatic stress disorder, and I don't know. I mean, it's strange to look it up because what they're describing is sort of like how I live. This is my normal. Yes, I'm constantly thinking of situations, I mean, daily, still, after decades, thinking of things that happened, and the way people said things to me, and the way people described my life back to me, and insisted that this is how I was supposed to be. And so I guess I eventually started to believe it, that I did owe these people. And that's a big part of, I think, why I am who I am and why I'm avoidant, because I just never feel like I'm good enough. I never feel like I'm enough, period. I never feel like I can reciprocate any kind of relationship. And so therefore, I don't think I deserve any kind of relationship with anybody. That's kind of a downer. Sorry. But that's how I feel. And I'd be interested in hearing if other people had that same experience, or if I'm sort of, off on my own, making stuff up, or if that is actually a kind of common feeling for people with avoidant personality.